Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of my Runway Inspirations series. Today we are talking about knee-high boots, and I have to admit that I was very skeptical about this trend in the beginning because the knee-high boots are quite tricky, and by tricky I mean that if they are too close to your knee, they cut, in quotes, your legs in a weird length, and they make your legs look shorter, which is a big no-no, especially if you're already petite. I have though some tips and tricks for you that I try to follow when I buy knee-high boots, so let's start. First of all, let me say that it's very difficult for me to find boots because I wear 35.5, sometimes I wear 36 if the size is smaller, if that makes sense, or 35 if the size is wider. And it's very difficult to find boots because normally the 36 is quite big, and if you go for 35 they most of the times cost a fortune. The 36 though is big even with thick socks, so it's quite a challenge to find a good pair of boots, and when I found them I always buy them. The other problem that I have is that my legs are thin, so even if it fits, I have a gap between my legs and the boots, and it doesn't look pretty. As I told you, it's a challenge for me to shop for knee-high boots. The over-the-knee boots are better because they normally are like socks, if that makes sense, and they suit the legs perfectly, but the knee-high boots are very difficult to find. Anyway, what I like to do is to measure 5 or 4 fingers below my knee, and this is where I want the end of the boot to be. I think that this is the most flattering length for my height, and I always try to find boots in that length. Most of the times it's not happening because as I said earlier, I'm petite, and the boot comes longer than this length. One time I went to buy some knee-high boots, and to me they were over-the-knee boots. It was funny and sad at the same time, but anyway. And the second tip that I always try to follow is when I can't find the knee-high boots in the length that I want them to be and they are higher to the knee, I go for a color that is very close to my skin color. In that way, the skin and the boots doesn't make contrast with each other, and the legs look longer. So it's a win-win. This leads us to my newest pair of shoes, which are these beautiful over-the-knee boots. They have a top color. I bought them from a local store here in Harlem, which was about to close, and they had all the shoes 50 euros. The original price of the boots was 300, and it's a good bargain if you ask me. So I grabbed them immediately. Up until this moment I wore them 2 times and not for many hours. They are quite comfortable, but not very much. To be honest, I didn't expect them to be comfortable because the heel is quite high for every day. But I needed a pair of shoes in this color, and I was very happy that I found it. I combined it in the beginning of September with a faux leather pair of shorts and a lace short sleeve top. The weather back then was quite great for this outfit, but now it's not, so you can swap the short sleeve top with a longer version, and you can put also a camel coat on top. And the second outfit that I wore was with a checkered skirt and a pinkish top. The only problem with this pair is that the color gets dirty very easily, especially in a country that it's raining all the time. But I hope that I won't regret it because I really like this pair of boots. Let me know in the comments below, do you prefer knee-high boots or do you prefer over-the-knee boots or ankle boots? And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you did, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! And you can add a camel top on top.